You must visit Bengal. Bengal is famous for sweets, right?
Right, right. Okay, as we are meeting first time, would you like to introduce in brief?
If I talk about myself, as I already said, that my name is Soman, I'm from Bengal. If I talk about my current profession, so I'm an online English trainer. So I teach students, we can say Indian as well as the students of India who they are settled in foreign and they are struggling with this particular English language. So I'm an English trainer as well as a communication coach, as well as I'm a teacher trainer as well as, right? Those like
Mm-hmm.
so there are some teachers who they you can say request that how to teach, right, or what are the better effective ways to teach the students. So I you can say also help them, right, about
Mm-hmm.
you can say I just guide them that how to teach or what are the effective ways to make the class more entertaining. So I basically work on this area, but whatever I do these thing on online basis. I don't teach students offline. And apart from this, I'm a language lover, so I also, you can say, keep exploring different languages. Like currently, I'm also learning German language because I just want to explore the beauty of the language. That how you can say what are the areas they varies from each other, right? And what are the you can say beauty they hold in itself. So
Mm-hmm.
this is all about me,
It's good. Very nice
as well as you can
introduction.
say if I talk about my if I talk about my hobbies. So I'm you can say more you can say consider a writer, right? Because whenever I get time, so I like writing. And since I'm a student of literature, because I've done my graduation in English literature, so I love reading novels, poets, right? And I whenever I get time, I write poems. I like writing novels. I like writing you can say stories, and I also read novels, right?
It's very nice to hear that you love to learn languages. So you are just exploring Japan language, right?
No,
You're
I
learning
said German language. German.
German. Okay.
German.
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 Okay.
Yes.
So you are just exploring, or do you want to do something after learning this German language?
I'm just learning this language for the sake of learning, right? I didn't have any bigger plans that you can say I would do this or I would settle in Germany. But yes, I know one thing that if I am working, you can say myself to learn any skill, and if I'm really giving the time on learning this thing, so later it will help me. Later it will really help me, right? Because we don't know where will our destiny end up, right? Just like if I talk about uh, why I become an English trainer today. So I didn't have the motive to become an English trainer, right? But I thought I know English, and since I have good knowledge about English, so I must explore the this teaching line, and I became a teacher, right? So maybe
Hmm.
I'm learning German, right? Or this Deutsch
Hmm.
language. So after learning Deutsch, maybe in 1 or 2 years, right? I
Hmm.
could have so many opportunities, right? Because learning language can give you lot of opportunities. So that's brilliant. But
Hmm.
now I'm not focusing on the opportunities. I'm just focusing on the learning part.
That's good. Amazing. Nice to hear that. Yeah, okay.
What's the meaning
Mantasha.
of Mantasa?
Mantasha. Not
Mansa.
Tasha.
Mansa.
Mantasha. Yes, yes.
Okay.
So
Mansa, right? Yeah.
Mantasha.
Whatever it is. So what's the meaning
Yeah.
of this
I
amazing
know the
name?
Arabic name, Arabic meaning of my name is desire. Desire.
Okay, means desire, right?
Yes,
So do you
yes.
desire something? What are your
Yes. I
desires?
have lots of desire. Every human being has desire, I think. I have also desired I want
Yeah.
to
But is
become.
what is your desire?
Okay. I
Yes,
want to
yes. You want to
become
become?
a teacher, fluent speaker in this language. I want to be a good communicator in this language. Apart from that, yes, this is my desire, I would say, for now, for my future down the line. This is my desire.
So okay, nowadays you are only practicing English, right?
Yes.
And apart from English,
Apart from English, I'm doing like preparing for B.Ed exam, and like it's about after 2 3 months I'm going to take this exam, so I'm preparing for this by myself only. Yes,
okay. So you have this ambition of becoming a teacher, right?
yes.
So do you
From
have the same?
It's very hectic day today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
So
Shall
what
I?
I was saying.
Yes, yes. Carry on, carry on.
The pretty name Matasa, right? Its
Yes,
meaning is desire, and you have the desire to become a teacher and a pretty good speaker, which you are already, but you wanna hone your skill to the next level, right?
yes,
So,
yes,
how did
yes.
this desire come in your mind that I have to be a good speaker?
How did desire come my mind? I would say like it just came naturally in my mind. It is desire, like it's my passion, I would say. And I can't tell you exactly how it came, but whenever I used to say I used to see the people on YouTube, online, and especially my teachers. There's my teachers who teaches grammar, everything, and they speak in English as well. They speak in English. So after seeing them, they inspired me a lot to learn this language. And after that, I had a habit to talk to myself in English as well. So gradually it just came naturally. I would say that then I just created my channel. Then I thought, yeah, why not? I should become a teacher. I can help lots of people out there. So that's how it came, I would say. Yeah. Hello?
That is very nice. You can
Mm,
say yes,
mm.
yes. That is very nice, right? That you have taken an initiative to become an English teacher, right? If I talk about myself, completely vice versa, job
Why not?
of a,
It's
you can say,
very
pure
respectful
discipline.
profession, I
And
would say. Why did you hate? Like, why don't you
yeah, that
like
is the
teaching?
problem. That is the problem. It is a respectful position. And you can say sometimes when the students, they are elder than me, right? And they give me respect. And I'm thinking whether I'm really worthy of those respects because my age, you can say I'm only 23. And the
Mm,
students I have got like they are 28, 30, 33, and they are a good speaker. So you can say they come and they take class from me, right? And they respect, they call me sir, and sometimes I feel uncomfortable. Like, "Hey, don't need to call me sir, right? You can call me by my name. It would be good." So sometimes I'm thinking like the coolness you can say I used to have. Like uh, at that time, I used to think, right? If I you can say become teacher, so like the cool life I used to live with, right? So I would not you can say be able to do the things, right? The cool stuffs, right?
mm,
Going around with my friends, you can say eating. Yeah, I love eating, so I still eat, right? Like I don't, you can say, like, yeah, if I talk about in terms of teaching, so I sometimes have to behave professionally, but in my teaching, sometimes I become unprofessional because I think that if I'm gonna make someone understand something, so it's not too good to be professional because what happens since I became a teacher, right? Students, there are many students, they are connected with me for more than 1 year, right? They are students, they are connected with me for more than 2 years, and they are still learning English. Even they have become a good speaker now, right? So whenever I have taken the initiative of teaching them, so what happened earlier, I used to teach in a, you can say, in a very funny way, right? I used to talk with the students like friends, right? Even I used to get engaged with the, you can say, friends to talk about the deep things, right? About girlfriends, right? So that the students could show their interest. Because what happens when it comes to speaking? So if you give them any topic, like talk about mountains, talk about internet, talk about, you can say, cultures. So these are the stereotype topics which the students sometimes feel bored. But when you tell them, okay, tell me, you can say, you can say, tell me something like, why are you single, right? Why you don't
mm,
have any
mm. This
partner,
is
right?
like personal question.
Or do you think to marry? Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Or do you think to become a monk, or do you want to stay single for the for the rest of your life, right?
Yes.
Sometimes I you can say conduct hypothetical questions, ice breaking, right? Tongue twisters. So
Hmm.
lots of things I conduct. So what happens? The students they feel connected with these type of questions, right? And they show the interest, the enthusiasm comes with those questions, right? These are
Hmm.
personal questions, right? Which for the other people they might seem, but I also take one-to-one classes as well as batch classes, right? So when I ask these type of questions, so what happens that you can say they feel very excited, wow, right? And they have improved like this because if I am asking you about a topic which you don't have any interest, right? You don't like to watch cricket, and I'm asking you a question that tell me who is your favorite cricketer, right? Do you
Hmm.
like Ricky Ponting or do you like McGrath? So you will say that I don't have interest about cricket, so I would better not speak
I'll
about
be
it.
not able
But
to
I
answer
ask you
as well.
something.
Yes.
Yeah, but if I ask you something out of the box or something which is common in between us, right? So you can say, you would force yourself to answer this thing, right? You can't
Hmm.
help, you can't stop yourself from answering. So this is what I
Exactly.
do. Yeah, I also try to be professional when I was in my batches. So I thought that I'm doing, you can say, I'm not, you can say, I'm teaching the things, I'm teaching very well. But when it comes to become a professional, being too professional, wearing jacket, coat, a glass, and a t-shirt type look, right? So I was not able to do this thing. So I just tried for 2 to 3 days, right? That okay, let's be serious. I will just go in the classroom and I will teach seriously. So the students, right? And they were older than me, right? So they said there was a woman and she was a teacher of Marathi school or something. She's from Maharashtra. So she said, "Sir, I don't like the way you are teaching nowadays. You have been very serious." I'm missing the old Subham. So I thought that, yeah, this is not gonna work, right? So I just came in my natural ways of teaching, right? Implementing things,
Hmm.
right? And just I don't feel like, I just don't think that I have to teach. I just go there in the classroom and I just make an environment where the students they will be excited because what happens like I have different batches,
Hmm.
sometimes pronunciation practice, but apart from two batch, I have a special batch which I created 1 year ago and still is going very well. This is called Elite Hustler batch. So Elite Hustler batch, the best thing about this batch is only those people are allowed who they are able to speak English properly and listen, right? They have the good understanding power.
Hmm.
And with them, I conduct lots of activities, right? Role play, debate, and mostly activities. Like yesterday, I had a class and I just made an activity about Black Ninja, right? Like I just made a situation that there is a Black Ninja in the town, right? And you have to play a role of detective. And I just gave them a story that you have to read the story, and there are three, four figures, and you have to choose who could be the Black Ninja, right? So this type of activity I do, but for those who they are professional speakers or those who they are able to speak and listen carefully. So this type of things I do, and I love doing this thing, right? I don't feel like I'm teaching, but I yes, I'm doing the things, and with them, it's really helping them. You can say to speak.
Sorry, sorry.
Why are you laughing?
So-
Did I talk too much? By the
No.
way, let me tell you something. Am I a very talkative person? And when I talk, I don't let others speak. So you might feel irritating, but I talk a lot because whenever you can say someone calls me, right? Like no matter whoever he or she, right?
Hmm.
So I talk, and I keep talking, right? Even someone is calling me at night, I keep talking, right? And but they also enjoy. Sometimes they feel irritated, but they
Not
don't
like
so.
that. I was laughing because I have sore throat, I would say. It's like fever and cold. It's kind of this.
Oh,
That's
but
why. Yeah.
but your but your voice is still sweet. How? Even though
I
you have
don't
sore
know.
throat,
I don't know
but
why.
still the sweetness of the voice is not faded. What is
Hmm.
the reason?
I don't know. It is naturally, I would say.
You are a
Yeah.
good speaker, right?
But you you explain very well, I would say. I listen very carefully. And I think as a English learner, any language, we should be talkative. Otherwise, we can't get the fluency. We can't just express. We can't just improve English language, any language, I would say. So we should be talkative, I think. And you explain very well, I would say. Even
Yeah,
I
because
can't
what
speak.
happens that
Yes, yes,
yeah,
carry
because
on.
what happens that most of the students, I have seen there are two types of students who they really want to learn, right? And those students who they want to learn, they don't think about how much I have learned, right? As I told you, I have students. They have been taking classes from me for the last 1 year, right? 1 or 1.5 years, right? Some students they have been taking class for the last 2 years, right? they are a good speaker. They can speak pretty well like us, right? And they have learned. But what happened that very well. But they know one thing, that if I want to maintain the fluency, I have to be the regular speaker in the class, right? I just have to be used to listening the other speakers, and I have to speak, right? And keep speaking. And it is not a game of 1 day, 2 day. You have become a good speaker. You can speak pretty well, but still you are learning. I am a teacher and I've been teaching for the last 2 years, but still whenever I get chance, I also talk. You can say with the people, right? I also you can say look forward to learning something whenever I meet any speaker, just like I have met you. So I'm also trying to learn the way of speaking you have, right? So this is the attitude the people should have when they are learning something. But there are also some students, they just want to learn the things like a syllabus, right? They just want to complete 10, 15 grammars, right? And after that they just claim that when I will become a good speaker, or how long will it take, right? Or whether will I be able to learn or not. But they don't actually speak. They just work on the grammars. But just by learning grammars, not gonna make you a pretty well speaker, right? So this that's
Yeah. Right, right.
your yeah, stick.
Yeah. Yes, you're right. I completely agree with you. We speaking come by speaking. We should be like able to speak. It's very important. Mhm. I do. I think sometimes what happens if someone is praising you, someone saying that you are speaking well. As a teacher as well, I think that you should keep speaking, shouldn't stop yourself. Even you are teaching to people like your students, but still you should speak more than them. I think it's important to get better every day. As a teacher as well, I think.
Yeah. Since the morning, I should say my class actually starts from 10 o'clock, 9 or 10 o'clock, and it ends around 11, 11:30. So my only job is to speak and speak, right? And I keep speaking or you can say 8 hour, 9 hour, right? Sometimes the class extends, right? And when the topic is very interesting, like sometimes the class instead of 1 hour, it turns, you can say, it extends to 2 hours, right? And as I told you, I'm a very talkative person. So whenever like someone calls me, even also my friends, so they also belong to the convent school, right? So we usually speak in English, right? So whenever I get chance or whenever they call me, we talk around 1 hour, right?
Hmm.
You can say half an hour is, you can say the list, the maximum goes 1.5 2 hours, right? Till the
Hmm.
charge, you can say
Exactly.
the batteries are dies, you can say.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. That's true. And even sometimes I feel that sometimes I take break. Taking break is also important. But I think that at least we should have a habit to talk to ourselves. And if we don't have anybody, so we should talk to AI, but we should keep speaking. It's very important. And in my case, I don't know, sometimes I feel earlier I was so much like I used to speak too much. And nowadays what is happening, my like I am feeling a bit under the weather and the things are not going the way I want. Sometimes like up down in life coming, and sometimes I'm just making excuse, but I'm not just speaking the way I used to speak earlier. I used to speak every day, whole day, I would say. Whole day, my
No, it
entire
is
day was.
like if yeah, if it's not possible even for me that you can speak every day, right? The whole day, right? It is not possible to speak 24/7, right? 24/7. That okay, like I will keep speaking every day. Sometimes you will feel under the weather, right? Sometimes you'll feel exhausted. Sometimes you will have some other works, right? So, but what if I talk about the learning part, which you must not stop? Like learning comes from listening as well as, like, if I'm speaking something, right? So how I'm able to speak, I had to listen earlier to the people, that how they are speaking, right? And this is the actually first and foremost thing which every people should do before speaking, because somehow or other we all can speak, right? And but if I want to speak flamboyantly, right, like the good speaker, so we have to listen to the good speakers, right? Just like Sasi Tharoor, right, Dhananjay, right? And they're also great speakers if you search. So whenever I get chance, so I just you can say listen to the native speakers, right, how they speak. I just improve the correct pronunciation. Sometimes I try to learn the American accent. Like if I talk about internet, right? So I just keep exploring how the American they say internet. They don't say international. They say international, right? We say beautiful. So we are using three syllables, beautiful. But American, they use one syllable D. The T becomes D. Beautiful, right? City
Beautiful.
becomes city, right? So these things I keep exploring, right? Okay, let's
So
try to
you
speak
are
like them, right?
exploring the
And for this I really
accent too,
practice.
right? You are into exploring
Yeah,
accent.
because yeah, yeah, because nowadays there is a craze of learning American accent. So I thought that why not to give a try? Because if I talk about India, so it's more like a British accent because the
Hmm.
Britishers they have colonized for more than 200 years. But later we Indians made it our own accent. Like
Hmm.
there are many words they mispronounce, like Wednesday, right? So they mispronounce.
Wednesday.
Also, our teachers have taught us like this Wednesday, right?
Yeah, we
But
are
it's
taught
like
like that.
Wednesday, right? The D won't come here.
Hmm.
They're like they say pizza. So it is not pizza, it's pizza, right?
Hmm.
So this is the thing, right? So
Hmm.
like it is how you can say the people it is not actually our fault. It is also not our teacher's fault, right? They have heard something, right? But and they have made it their own accent, right?
Hmm.
Like also I would not say it is a beauty of Indian accent as well as, but still we have to go with the correctness, right? That whatever we are speaking to some extent it is okay, right? But if we are doing it you can say on daily basis or the repetitive mistakes, so really need to look at this, right? Just like either, either, right? Neither, neither, so we have to learn, right? So
Exactly.
like
That
either you can say more
in my
British
case, in my
accent,
perspective,
either
like I
American.
think you should have correct pronunciation. Accent doesn't matter how in which accent you're speaking, but you should have clarity in your speaking. You should pronounce every word clearly with correct pronunciation. This is important, I think, to make others understand. I think
Yeah,
there are
your accent will become good
hmm,
automatically if your pronunciation is good, right? If you are too articulate to speak something, right? And the pronunciation is going very well and it sounds,
hmm,
whatever you're speaking, if it sounds, right? So you don't need to run behind the accent part, right?
hmm,
If the people enjoy your speaking, you can speak, right?
exactly.
That is the thing.
Yes, Indian
But
accent is also fine, I would say. But you should know, like, you should be a good listener. You should watch lots of movies. You should explore that how people speak differently, how American people speak, how British people speak. So just watch these kind of movies. So you will get to it to listen and understand them. So you will not get a problem if you meet them in your real life. So you will be able to understand them, I think.
actually, watching movies also my hobbies because since the you can say college days, right? Like earlier, since my childhood, not I would say from college days. Since my childhood, my father used to bring Harry Potter movies, right, and lots of Hollywood movies, right. So I don't remember those movies nowadays. But also in my college life, I you can say made one of my favorite genres, psychological thriller, right. I also like science fiction, right, action, fantasy, adventure, but psychological thriller genre I like most, right. Memento, you can say Machinist, right? Fight Club, Mulholland Drive, right? No Country for Old Man, right? These
You
are,
know,
you can say, the
crazy
amazing movies. So
movie.
I have explored a lot. Sorry?
You know lots of things. I think you are very fond of this thing.
Yeah, like you can say, love watching movies. Like nowadays, my it is, you can say, my bad luck that I'm not able to get time to watch
It's
movies, right?
compulsion
But I
something.
have.
Hmm.
Yeah, because like I'm not getting that much time because I had to make notes, PPTs for my students. I had
Hmm.
classes, right? But whenever I get time, whenever I had to watch a movie, I just select the day that I won't do anything. And you can say, listen to the movie and you can say, watch the movie very properly, right? Because
Hmm.
what happens if you are watching any psychological thriller movie? So you need to be very careful to understand everything because the best thing about psychological thriller movies, like if the movie is around 2 hours, right? So 1.5 hours, you will see the things are happening as usual, right? It's normal thing, just like a daily routine. But the last 30 minutes, whatever you will see, it will change. you can see your perception, like whatever you have seen till now, watched, like it was not true, right? So this thing, it will happen if you watch psychological thriller movie. So also you can say it's thing about, also if I talk about my friend circle, right? So they also have the, we also have the common habits, right? We also, you can say, love the same genre, right? We also prefer the same you can say genre, like psychological thriller, science fiction, and whenever we get time we talk about it, right? So like some, if my friend has watched a movie, so he would suggest me that this movie is good, you should watch, right? Whenever
Hmm.
I watch any movie, I suggest that this is the best, right? But if I,
Hmm.
these movies which I have told, it
I
is,
do
these are
also
the
the
most
same
common.
thing. I do the same thing. Whenever I just talk to my friends, so I just suggest their movie. Like yesterday, I was the movie I Feel Pretty. This movie, and it's very amazing. After watching this movie, I started to listen the song. I just listened two, three times. I really like that song.
Okay, so which type of movie do you like to watch most?
I like every kind of movie who is just based on real life, I think.
Based on realism, right?
Yes, real
Okay.
life, real experience. Like we can learn something
Okay, which is your
related
favorite
life.
movie?
My favorite movie, You Do You. This is my favorite movie.